I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Woo! Man, it is April the 3rd, 2024, and it is freaking snowing. I'm still sick. Yeah, we're up here in Wisconsin. Where my old buddy Jonathan lives, Mr. Trucker for Life, on YouTube. What's going on, you folks? Oh, Jonathan Christ, man. Yeah, man. We left out over around, what was it? Around Hudson. I want to say Hudson, Minnesota, maybe. I'm not sure. I can't remember. It was either Missouri, it was either Wisconsin or what they call it, Minnesota. I can't remember, but I know it was Hudson, TA. Man, we left. It started snowing, and it got worse and worse. We finally made it over around Bandul, and it was snowing so freaking hard I could not see past my mirrors on the hood. I mean, I could barely see the road just enough to not veer off the road. But you could barely see the road because it was covered up in snow. So I saw a quick trip, little fuel stop. I was like, alright, I'm jumping off right here. So I got off at the quick trip there in Bandul and sat there for a couple hours till it got daylight where I could see. And then made it on over to Sheboygan and picked up over there. But yeah, man, it's freaking April. What the hell? This damn climate change is gonna kill us. Oh, climate change. People are idiots. If you believe that the earth is gonna melt, the ice caps are melting, the polar bears are gonna drown. You're an idiot. Ask me if I believe in climate change. Hell yeah. You know how I know there's climate change? Because it was around before I was around. It was around before the United States of a freaking America was around. Climate changes at least 4 times a year, man. Winter, spring, summer, fall. There's always climate change. It's been going on forever. You have winter. You have a beautiful spring. You have a nice, warm, hot summer. And then the fall rolls around right before winter. And the leaves turn brown. And it's beautiful. It's climate change. That's climate change. This BS that they're talking about. Oh, if we don't go to electricity, we're gonna die if we don't go to all electric. Yeah, where's that freaking electric coming from? That gas generator you took around in your freaking trunk to charge your freaking car? Or you getting towed by a gas daggum tow truck? And now they're saying they want to do away with 18-wheelers or diesel-powered 18-wheelers by 2027. By 2027, we have to be the all-electric commercial vehicles. That is impossible, people. That is impossible. This is 2024. In 3 years, we're going to be in all-electric. You're crazy. You're freaking crazy if you think that'll work. It won't work. You want me to tell you why? There's 12 billion 18-wheelers on the road, man. 12 billion. There is no freaking way stations in place to charge these trucks. It's impossible. If you think it is possible, you're a moron. You're dumb. You're an idiot. It's impossible. And you know who is a moron and who is dumb and who is an idiot and who has dementia and who is creepy and a crook and sleepy? He's like all the seven dwarfs. Joe freaking Biden. He's a freaking idiot. This is bull crap. It can't happen. And now there's proof that these electric vehicles are leaving a bigger carbon footprint than what the gas-powered ones we have now that have emissions controls. First of all, they're heavier. Uses up more tires. More rubber debris on the road. And the only big trucks that they have that can go over 200 miles without needing to be stopped and charged are the Tesla trucks. And they can only go 500 miles. I fill this truck up with diesel, pack it full. I can go over 1,000 freaking miles, man. And you know how long it takes me to fill it up? 10 minutes. Boom, back on the road. It takes you 2 or 3 hours or more to charge up one of those 18-wheelers. That's crazy. Our food supply, everything that we count on in this country is going to be destroyed if they keep pushing this stupid crap. I'm going to give y'all some analogies, okay? Yes, me clapping. All right. Think back. You older folks, think back. Remember back in the day when we had black and white TVs, big old black and white TVs. Then they came out with color. Woo! Color TV. Yeah, everybody wanted to get a color on TV. It was because it was so much better. Yeah. Now everybody's got a nice big color TV. It weighs about 200-300 pounds. Fast forward ahead. Woo! Check this out. It's a flat screen TV. It's thin. It's only about 6 or 8 inches wide. It ain't that big at all, man. It's a flat screen. Weighs a lot less. Much better picture. Yeah, I like that. I gotta get me one of those. Everybody went out and bought them a flat screen. Got rid of them big old TVs. And then a few more years later, they making them now. They're only about 1.5 inches, 2 inches thick. Yeah, and they only weigh like 20-30 pounds. They're super light, super thin, extreme, beautiful picture, like real life pictures. Woo! Go out and get me one of them. Hell yeah, I got one right now. Back in my sleeper back here. It's called technology. It's called moving forward. It's called advancement. Once we advance and we got this technology and it's awesome and everybody wants it, it'll sell by itself. You don't have to mandate it. Nobody had to mandate, go out and buy a flat screen TV. No, there was no freaking mandate. Alright? Remember back in the day when you had a telephone at your house? Woo! We high-stepping. We got a telephone at our house. But it was a party line. So your neighbor down the road, you'd be talking to somebody, they pick up the phone, gonna make a call, you'd be over there talking. Hey, Ethel. Yeah. Call at me when you get done talking to Jody. I need to call Billy Bob. Find out what time he's coming home for dinner. Alright, it's called a party line. Alright? Woo! Fast forward a little bit. Everybody had their own private line. Oh, I got a private line. Nobody listening in on me now. But I still got the old rotary, right? 1, 2, 3 at the dial. And then a few years later, touch button telephones. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Advancement. And then, ooh, you know what they came out with? They came out with a phone that you can put in your car. What? Yeah, big old ass bag phone, man. Huge thing, weighs about 15-20 pounds. But you can talk on it while you're driving down the road. picture from my phone. Woo, gotta get me one of them. Fast forward ahead. Now, I can get on the internet. Woo, the internet. Forgot about that coming out. Yeah, we just skipped all over that. And you can take video. You can take video recordings on your phone, man. And then text it to somebody. Or post it online. They got this thing called Facebook, man. They got all this thing called Twitter. You can post the video and the pictures online. Yeah, gotta get me one of them. Now they got these phones, man, that are super duper smart. Maps on them, apps on them, all this stuff. Ooh, gotta get me one of them. You see what I'm saying? And guess what? At no point in the history of this country did we ever say, it is now an official law, a mandate. You have to go out and buy a newer, higher tech phone. Yeah, you didn't have to make us do it, you stupid idiot. We wanted to do it. It's called technology. It's called progress. And when you have natural progress, natural, unmandated progress, everybody wants it. Everybody wants that high-tech phone. Everybody wants that nice, beautiful flat screen TV. At some point in our lifetime, not in mine, I'll be dead by then, but at some
Stay in the right 2 lanes.
we will have cars that are badass, electric, self-driving, all this shit. And everybody's gonna want one. Because they can sit back, play on their phone, and drive to mama's house for dinner on Sunday. That's progress. Natural progress. And it'll happen someday. You don't have to mandate it. It will happen. You don't have to force people to do something in the name of some stupid ass crap called climate change. The country's gonna melt. Oh, we won't never have no more fresh water, fresh air. We're all gonna die. Oh, bullshit. It's bullshit. They tell you this climate change stuff so they can control you. It is bullshit. It's a way to force you to buy something you don't want to buy. It's a way to force you to do something you don't want to do in the name of humanity. Bullshit. It's bullshit. I'm sorry if I offend you by cussing, but it is. It's bullcrap. And if you believe it, you're an idiot. People, I promise you, this country, this planet is not going to explode because we're driving diesel freaking vehicles. It's not going to explode if we drill for oil. It's not going to explode if you keep driving around in your 1969 Camaro with gas. You're an American. You're a citizen. You have rights. You have the right to own an AR-15. You have the right to drive around in a 1979 Trans Am like Burt Reynolds is, Smokey and the Bandit. You have a right to drive around in an old red and white cab over like BJ and the Band. That is your American rights as a U.S. citizen. The government cannot take away those rights from you. Don't let them do it. Tell them to go F themselves. You are an American. You're a U.S. citizen. You have rights given to you by God for life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. You have those rights given to you. Freedom to be the best person that you can be, to do what you want to do with your life. Don't let the government force you to buy a freaking electric car. You buy that electric car when it's the one that you want to buy. It's the one that you like. It's something that you want. Don't let them force you. Tell them to go F themselves. It's bullcrap. I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, liberal, independent, Tea Party, Green Party, whatever the freaking party you are, I don't care. You don't have the right to force me to give up my job. You don't have fucking idiot. They probably put you on a damn cross and burn you because they think you're a damn witch. It's bullcrap. Don't give in to it, man. You see that damn snow on the ground? There's gonna be snow on the ground next year too. There's been snow on that ground for hundreds of freaking years, and there'll always be snow on the ground. Will this planet always exist? I can't promise you that. An asteroid the size of Texas could hit us and wipe us out, man, and kill everything on planet Earth. We're not promised tomorrow. All we can do is live for today, be happy, be the best that we can be, and live our lives. It's bad enough, man. I'm out here working, and I had a good week this week. I had a damn good week this week, man. I only did, well, technically I did 3 loads. By the time I get this one delivered, it'll be 3 loads, technically. $8,100 gross. About almost $5,500 after Landstar takes its cut. And then I gotta buy diesel, so I'll probably end up with about $4,000 this week, maybe a little more. Freaking Uncle Sam's gonna take over 1,000 of that. They're gonna take like, what, $1,500 somewhere in there? Are you kidding me? They're taking all my money? Taxes, 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 taxes. Gotta pay them damn taxes. You know why we gotta pay so much damn tax? Because of this Green New Deal shit. They want to take trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars and rebuild all the buildings, the bridges, the roads, make people buy electric cars, give Ukraine hundreds of billions of dollars, give all these countries billions of dollars that don't even give a damn about us. I say stop giving away our damn money. Stop forcing us to pay all these damn taxes. Taxation is theft. Everybody should be willing to donate some of their money to run a government that protects us from foreign invasions, that secures our border and keeps people from just running over the border and into our country illegally. It's bullshit. When they're taking 35% of my hard-earned money I get wired up, man. It's like spinning the top, right? The more you spin it, it goes faster and faster and faster, and it just gets out of control. I'm out of control, people. I'm out of control. All right, it's Easter, the day that God rose, the resurrection of Jesus, the most important day in the history of the world, other than the birth of Christ. And they want to talk about some damn transgender BS. Are you kidding me? No, Jesus Christ does not share his resurrection with no freaks. Let me ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a question. And I encourage each and every person listening to this right now to have the guts to go down in the comments and tell me, am I right or am I wrong about what I'm fixing to say? This boy over here, we'll call him John. Just say John. John says, Mommy, Daddy, for some reason I just don't feel like a boy. I feel like a girl. All right, we're going to take you to the doctor and give you some drugs so you'll feel more like a girl. And we're going to let you chop off your weenie. Damn it, Matt's calling. All right, we'll pick this up later and we'll finish this, okay? I promise you. All right, so I'm calmed back down now. I was talking to my good buddy Matthew. Mr. Matt, no man, trucker. Go check my brother out. He's got that big, beautiful red Classic with the brand new spanking rebuilt motor. Alright, so now that I've calmed back down, let's get back to what I was talking about. John goes to his mommy and daddy. He's 8 years old. Damn it. Alright, so let's get back to what I was talking about. Alright, so little Johnny comes up to mommy and daddy and says, you know, I'm 8 years old. I just don't feel like a boy. I feel more like a girl. You know, I want you to call me Julie because I feel like a girl. And then they take little Johnny to the doctor and he says, yeah, we should go ahead and put him on these hormone pills, you know, these drugs, so he'll stop developing as a boy, and you know, he'll start to feel more like a girl, act more like a girl and everything. You know, we'll give him these drugs. Okay. We whack off his pepper. That is permanent damage right there, people. Plus some of these drugs also permanent damage. Hormone blockers and all that stuff can do permanent damage. Alright, so if you're gonna give him drugs so he doesn't develop as a boy and he starts to develop as a girl, why don't you give him drugs to feel more like a boy so he can embrace the gender that God Almighty made him? If you're going to give him drugs anyway, why not give him drugs to enforce or reinforce his actual gender so he can have a normal life? And keep in mind, I'm saying all this, probably get banned from YouTube. They don't like hearing the real thinks he's a woman. Why didn't he get help that he needed? Obviously, he's having a chemical imbalance. Obviously, he's having some kind of issues. Why didn't the doctor say, hey, Bruce, this is what you need to do. You need to take this here. I don't know what it is. Hormones, testosterone, whatever it is. Take this. You will feel more like your old self again. Instead of reinforcing a fantasy of him being a woman. That's what I don't understand. Tell me in the comments, don't be afraid, you're not going to get in trouble. Tell me why it makes sense to give people drugs to reinforce a fantasy, a feeling, some bullcrap, than to give them drugs to reinforce reality, who they actually are, what God made them, what they were meant to be. How come if you can give them drugs for the other, why can't you give them drugs for this? Because believe me, people, there is drugs that men have to take when they don't feel like, a man anymore. They feel sluggish or whatever. There's drugs that women have to take. If you have a hysterectomy or something else, you have to take hormone drugs to offset losing that. Some women, after they go through menopause, take drugs to help offset. There are people who are bipolar, who act crazy, and this is hey, don't go jumping on me saying I'm slamming on people that, are bipolar. I am not doing that by any means ever. I would never do that. I'm not doing that. What I'm saying is people have chemical imbalances in their brains, and there is medication that they take for this to level them out so that they act normal and they don't go crazy and want to, scratch out everybody's eyes they see or cry or, this depression. There you go. Depression's another one. There are people who have a chemical imbalance and they're depressed. There's people that are overweight and they're depressed. There's people who have a missing limb and they're depressed. There's drugs to help with the depression, to offset that chemical imbalance in your brain and what you're feeling. Is it right to take the drugs? I don't know. I'm not saying it is or it isn't. But what I'm saying is, if you're gonna take a drug to feel like something you're not, why not take a drug to feel like something you are? If you're gonna be taking the drug anyway. And that's what I don't understand. And I don't understand at what point we threw logic and common sense out the window and just went buck crap crazy. Our leaders in Congress, in the Senate, presidency, all these different leaders are reinforcing this fantasy, this crazy stuff. They're passing laws, they're passing holidays, they're passing proclamations. They're doing all this crap to celebrate, reinforce, and play along with these people's fantasies. That's not good. And it's hurting our country. You have men that are on weightlifting, going in weightlifting competitions against women. That hurts those women. Because now they're going to miss out on opportunities, scholarships, awards. You have men playing basketball, volleyball against women. This one woman got hit in the head with a volleyball so hard by a man that she can't never play again. She's still having to have surgeries and stuff on her face. There was a girl that got her back twisted playing basketball against a man. And then you have non-physical sports like swimming losing out on scholarships. It's crazy. We're taking away stuff that women have earned. Back in the 50s, the 60s, women had to fight like hell to get this advancement to where they are today. And they finally got there, man. They're equals. They have women's basketball, men's basketball, women's swimming, men's swimming. They have all these sports, and they're equal. They participate against other women. They participate against other men. And it's all fair. And it was going great. And then all of a sudden, people just went caca crazy and said, oh, I feel like a girl. I think I'm going to get swim on the girls' team. Because I'm only about number 13 in the country on the men's team. But when I move over to the women's team, woohoo! I'm number 1 in the country now. Yeah, you just meet a bunch of girls. Big man. You're a big man. You beat women. And that's not a knock on women. I love women. Women are awesome. I'm married to the most wonderful woman in the world. I have the greatest mother in the world. I love her to death. Aunts, cousins, all these people in my life that are women I love and adore. I'm not knocking women. It's a fact of life. Women don't have the muscular build and strength that men have. That's what I was talking about. And it's not fair that you have to participate against men, track and field, anything like that. It's not fair. Women deserve the right to dress in a dressing room and shower or whatever they want to do without a man standing there watching them who says, I'm a woman, you don't have to be afraid of me. Yeah, I do. You got to swing it Berry between your freaking leg, dude. So now we're just embracing women. Men can have babies. No, they can't. They don't have a vagina. And if they did, they don't have ovaries. They can't get pregnant. They had it, I saw it on the news, this man had a baby. No, he didn't. A woman had a baby. She took drugs, grew a beard. That doesn't make her a man. Man did not have a baby. Women have babies. Birthing people. Oh, this is about birthing people. And some of these birthing people, they want to have abortions. No. Women have abortions, not birthing people. Birthing people are women. Well, we need to put tampons in the men's room. Why? Because there's a man that's having a period? No, that's a woman. Men don't have periods. They don't bleed out their vagina because they don't have one. I know all of this is kind of dirty, disgusting, gross. Maybe inappropriate, I don't know. But what I'm saying is, our country is going to hell. Off the rails, insane. I'm sick and I'm losing my voice. Dang, it breaks my heart. But here's what I'm saying, people. We love this country. It's the greatest country in the dang-gum universe. Why are we in full fast forward, full blown mode to destroy it? And that's what we're doing. We are destroying a great country. And it's going to be to the point, and it already is, the video I'm talking to you on right now, you may never even hear this video. As soon as it gets uploaded, YouTube will probably take it down. But if they don't, share it. Let everybody hear it. I'm at the point in my life where if YouTube takes it down, oh well. If they delete my channel, oh well. At least said what I meant, and I meant what I said. I'm not going to kowtow down because they say I'm hurting somebody's feelings. Your feelings don't trump my right to free speech and to have an opinion. I have the right to have an opinion. I have the right to voice my opinion. If it hurts your feelings, hey, I'm sorry about that, but hey, I'm still going to say it because I have the right to say it. And I understand, just because you have the right to say something doesn't mean you should. But this is stuff that needs to be said. This is stuff that has to be talked about. This is stuff that people have to wake up and pay attention to what the hell is going on. We have to stop this insanity. We've had, in the last 3+ years, we've had over 15 million people invade this country. Thousands of them are terrorists, people that are going to, at some point in the next, I don't know how long, at some point in the future, we're going to do some really bad things to this country. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. It happened back when our borders were much stricter, and they came into this country, and they knocked down the Trade Center. They attacked the Pentagon. Now, it's a free-for-all. We're flying them in on planes. Over 300,000 people got flown into this country, directly into the heart of this country. They didn't even have to walk across the Rio Grande River. They flew them in on the taxpayer dime. 15 million people. And we have no idea who these people are. They're coming from China. They're coming from Iran, Afghanistan, Mexico, Ecuador, El Salvador, Venezuela. They're coming from all over the world. And they're saying they're seeking asylum. Well, you don't come from freaking China all the way to the United States to seek asylum. You seek asylum in the first country you come to. And I guarantee you, when you leave in China, the first country you come to is not the United States. You got to go through a whole hell of a lot of other countries first, unless you take a direct flight from China to the United States. And I don't even know that they have planes that can fly that far. At some point, you got to stop in another country. So this asylum thing is bullshit. It's an excuse. Democrats are using to flood the country with non-citizens, with illegals, with criminal foreign invaders, CFIs, criminal foreign invaders. They're not migrants. They're not migrants. They're criminal foreign invaders. They come into this country illegally. When you have 15 million people in 3 years, that's an invasion. That is not migration. That is an invasion. And we have to stop it. Why are they doing it? Why, Triple T? Why? Why do they want to flood this country with criminal foreign invaders? Why would they do that, Triple T? Why would they give them all this money, fly them all over the country? Why, Triple T? Why are they doing it? It doesn't make sense. It makes perfect sense. Look back over the last 3 years. Just take the last 3 years. How many people left California, left New York, went to Florida, Tennessee, Texas? new congressional seats are going to be Republican. The ones that were lost in California, New York, most likely were Democrats. So you have a shift from Democrat to Republican. We got to stop that. Can't have it. That's what Joe Biden and the Democrats are saying. We gotta figure out a way to get back that control. Well, hey, if we bring 15 million people into the country and we put them in blue states and sanctuary states, then our population will boom. And that will create new congressional seats. And then, since we're a blue state, we'll get back those Democrat seats we lost. Brilliant. That's an awesome idea. Let's do that, Joe. That's what they did. They went in, wiped out every immigration policy that President Trump had put in place to stop the flow of illegal, criminal foreign invaders coming into our country. Some of the lowest illegal crossings in the history of our country under President Trump. The highest in the history of the world under Biden. 15 million in 3 years. That's not an accident. That was done on purpose. They intentionally. And you know how I know they did it intentionally? Because you don't sign 94 executive orders doing away with all of Trump's policies. You don't accidentally do that. You do it intentionally. You don't take the state of Texas to court, to the Supreme Court, and challenge them on enforcing their border. Texas has a huge border, the longest border in the country with Mexico. And they're reinforcing that border. They're stopping the flow of illegals. And Joe Biden cannot have it. They must cease and desist. Because if they really wanted to stop the flow of illegals, they would have never did what they did by doing away with Trump's Remain in Mexico policy. They would not be taking Texas to court to fight them on removing barriers that keep out criminal foreign invaders. Hell yeah, they want to have these illegals coming in. Why do you think they're so happy about that daggum border bill? Oh, this is the best thing ever, this border bill, and it's bipartisan. It's bullshit. You want to let 5,000 people a day into the country? That's just across the border. That don't include all the hundreds of thousands that are flying in over the border. You want to codify into law the number of people coming into this country. That is insane. Hell no, don't pass that law. I don't care who told them not to pass it. I don't care if Trump said don't pass it. I don't care if your mama said don't pass it. Don't pass it. Don't do that law. That's a stupid freaking law. That law does not help control the border. That codifies in the law open border. The opposite. You ever notice that? They always pass laws that do the opposite of what the law's name is. Like the Inflation Reduction Act. Yeah, they shot inflation through the freaking roof. Because they started giving away all this freaking money. Shit. Man, I'm so wound up. Anyway, so that's why they want all the illegals in the country. Because now they also have the law, or they work it around, so that when they do the census, instead of counting U.S. citizens, they count anybody that is breathing. If you're breathing, you're counted. It don't matter if you're a citizen citizen, you're here visiting, whatever, blah, 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 blah. You're in the United States, you're counted. It's a miracle they're not wanting to count chickens and dogs and cats and birds. But by doing this, now they're getting back that congressional control. It won't affect the Senate because you're only going to have the 2 senators. But what they do want to do is they want to make Washington, D.C. a state. What is Washington, D.C.? Democrats. Government employees that are Democrats. That's 2 more senators. Puerto Rico, mostly Democrat, want to make that a state. That's 2 more senators. That gives them 4 senators. We would never have control again ever. No Republican. Presidency, Congress, Senate be a one-party state. The only chance we might have is if we might hold on to our states. Some of our states like Florida, Texas, that are Republican controlled. Maybe we can hold on to that. But we would never have a federal say in anything ever again. And they would go full-blown straight ahead with all this electrical bull crap that we can't do anyway. Have you ever seen a solar farm that's thousands and thousands of acres of solar panels? What the hell do you think happens to those solar panels if a tornado goes through there? What the hell do you think happens when it hails? I mean, heavy-ass hail. It looks like somebody went in there with a machine gun and shot them up. And they're no good. You've wasted thousands and thousands of these solar panels because tornado, hail, whatever takes them out. What do you do with them then? They got all those chemicals in them. How you going to dispose of them? There's some right over there now, over to the right. I don't know if you can see them. What's going to happen when all those damn panels get broke up and all those chemicals seep into the earth? You think that's going to help? Big ass windmills you see. You think the windmills just turn on their own? No, the wind blows up time by time. Yeah. But they have to have oil to lubricate the bearings. You don't have metal turning on metal with no damn lubrication, in case you didn't know. And it takes hundreds of gallons of lubrication for those big ass windmills. Plus, you have all that plastic, fiberglass, all that chemical crap. What happens when they get broken? They don't work no more. What are you going to do with all that? How are you going to dispose of all that? No. If you want to get away from gas power, then you have to come up with something that's realistic. Nuclear power. But here's the thing, you can't call it nuclear power because people freak out. Oh my God, nuclear. Oh, we're all going to die, radiation, blah, 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 blah. So you call it the electric company. Electric plant, there you go. They need to make more electric plants. That's code for nuclear plants. That's what we need to be looking at if we want to get away from fossil fuels. We need to be looking into nuclear. It's a clean energy if you properly work it and control it and put in safeguards. So we don't want another Chernobyl happening over here like it did over yonder. So you put in safeguards. Trust me, with today's technology, you can put in safeguards for this stuff and you can have nuclear power. If every state government should never control its people. The people control the government. That is how the Constitution was written and meant to be. A government by and for the people. Not a government that controls people. That is what we have to strive for every day. Control over our lives. Smaller government. Less taxes with smaller government. Quit trying to be the world police department. It's not our job. It's not our responsibility to police the world. It's not our job to hand out money to every country in the world. It's not our job to go fight the battles for every little country in the world. Have you noticed how people are protesting the government, Congress, all these different people, random people that are protesting and hollering, ceasefire! Ceasefire in Israel! Stop killing all the Palestine people! Free Gaza! Free Palestine! Ceasefire now! You know what you don't hear? Ukraine, Russia, ceasefire now! Stop killing all these people! Ceasefire! You don't hear that. You hear, give them more money, give them more guns, give them more weapons, give them more bullets. Kill, 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 kill. Military-industrial complex. There, I said it. That's what it's about. They want to keep the war going. That's how they make their money. That's why you don't hear anything about a ceasefire. You had that weird dude from England that was the prime minister, the one that had the crazy hair. I forgot his name. Johnson or something. I can't remember his name now. He was on the verge of having a ceasefire. Or somebody was with Israel did. And they were going to, not Israel, I'm sorry, but Ukraine, with Ukraine and Russia. They were working on having a ceasefire, having peace talks, and trying to resolve all this. And they were like, no, don't do that. Let's keep it going. Let's take back Crimea. Let's take back this. Let's take back that. Let's push Russia back. Let's beat Russia. We need regime change in Russia. No, we need to stay the hell out of it. It's not our business. Why are they calling for ceasefire in Israel after Israel got attacked by Hamas, but they're not calling for a ceasefire in Ukraine after Ukraine got attacked by Russia? They want Ukraine to keep fighting and beat Russia, but they don't want Israel to keep fighting and beat Hamas. Why? I don't understand. Russia, they hate the United States. Hamas, they hate the United States. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I'm trying to think. Help me out. Jump down in the comments. Tell me who in the United States government, Congress, Senate, whatever, is Russian. Jump down there right now. List every Russian that is in Congress. Alright? When you get done doing that, then jump down there and list every Palestine, Muslim, whatever you want to call them, Jewish person, whatever. I don't have anything against either, none of those people. List their names. Hell, I can name 3 or 4 or 5 off the top of my head. Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, acknowledge Hamas. They say we're killing Palestinians. They don't say Hamas, surrender, give up the hostages, and ceasefire now. No. They just want Israel to stop killing Hamas. But they don't say that. They say Gaza, Palestine, whatever. And they want a ceasefire right away. But they don't want Ukraine to ceasefire with Russia. What's the difference? Israel was attacked by Hamas. Ukraine was attacked by Russia. You want Israel to not stomp out Hamas, but you want Ukraine to stomp out Russia. Why? It ain't that you want Russia stomped out. It's that you want that war to keep going. Well, I got a news flash for you. I don't care how many tanks, bullets, whatever it is you give to Ukraine, they're not going to beat Russia. They don't have the manpower to beat Russia. Russia has them outnumbered 3-1, easy, if not more, in soldiers. Plus, Russia has nuclear weapons. So, Ukraine will never beat Russia without intervention from other countries, bringing in soldiers. So why not call for a ceasefire, peace talks, negotiations to resolve the conflict between Ukraine and Russia? If you really care about Ukraine, that's what you would do. Because Ukraine, all the men in Ukraine will be dead in a few more years. Because they will never beat Russia. Russia would just keep bombarding. Because they have China, North Korea, Iran, they have all these countries that are backing them up. You're never gonna outdo Russia unless you go in there and fight the battle yourself. Send in American troops. And if you do that, then you're starting World War III. Because then you're gonna have China, North Korea, Iran, all gonna get involved. You need to be calling for peace talks to try to resolve the conflict. But they won't do it because they want to keep the war going. They want to keep that military-industrial complex churning. Because half of a bunch of people in Congress, they sit on boards, advisories, they get kickbacks from lobbyists, all this stuff. They want to keep that going, man. Even Nikki Haley was on the board of, what was it, Raytheon or one of those military industrial complex companies. That's why she wants you to send all those 60 billions and hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine. They care about the Ukrainian border, they don't care about our border. I know, I've gotten so far out of whack and off topics and shit, but I just wanted to tell you that this election, 2024, if we don't take back the Senate, take back a majority, huge majority in the Republican House, and most importantly, take back the White House, put President Trump back in there in 4 years. If he has the Senate, the House, the presidency, we can start to move in the right direction. We are so far off course. We are a huge container ship about to hit a bridge. It's almost like that literally just happened. And it's fixing to happen again on a much, much larger scale. We have to right this ship. We can't do it with one branch of the government. We have the judicial in the Supreme Court. We have a majority of conservatives that have a lick of common sense. We have one Supreme Court justice that cannot define a woman. What's a woman? Well, you can't define a woman. I'm not a biologist. Oh yeah? Well, I'm not a butcher, but I can tell the difference between a cow and a bull, a heifer and a bull. Democrats have just gone buck crap crazy with some of the stuff they want. And there's Democrats that will agree with me that says, hey, all of us ain't crazy like these idiots that are up there now. And here's the big thing. Here's one thing that is huge. The Senate, the United States Congress, we have to find a way. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Ron DeSantis and some other governors are working on it. But they're trying, I believe. I do believe that I heard that they are trying to find a way to mandate term limits in Congress and the Senate. You can't have somebody like Joe Biden starting out when he's 29 years old and serve in Congress, Senate, and now Vice President and President over a 50 or more than 50 straight years in the government. You can't do that. That is insane. Our forefathers never intended for serving in Congress, Senate, and presidency to be a career. You go, you serve a couple of terms or whatever, and you come back home. Go back to your job, your farm, your business, whatever it is. It's not a career. We need fresh ideas. We need fresh blood. We need to change it up. That's why nobody should be in Congress for more than 10 years. Nobody should be in the Senate for more than 10 years. Presidents are only given 8 years. I say do that. 8 years across the board. Everybody gets elected in the Senate. You get 2 4-year terms. The president gets 2 4-year terms. The House of Representatives get 4 2-year terms. And after 8 years, you're out of there. That's the way it should be. And you can't jump from Congress to Senate. You serve 4 years in Congress, you can serve 4 years in the Senate. You serve 4 years in the Senate, you can serve 4 years in Congress. You serve 2 years in Congress, you can go serve 4 years in the Senate. But you can't do 2 4-year terms after you've already done 2 years in Congress. Now, the one exception to this is if you are in Congress for 2 years, 4 years, 8 years, you're in the Senate for 4 years, 8 years, you can still run for president. President is the only one where there's an exception. You can be in Congress and then be president. You can be in the Senate and then be president. But you can't do 8 years in Congress and 8 years in the Senate and be up there for 16 years. 8 years between the Congress and the Senate combined. Then we rotate around. We get some fresh blood. We get new ideas. People don't get embraced in the country, and they become multi-$100 billion heirs. Nancy Pelosi went into Congress, less than $1 million back in whenever it was. Now she's worth over $100-something billion. How the hell does that happen? Bill Clinton went into presidency less than $1 million. Now he's worth over $100 billion. How the hell does that happen? Barack Obama the same way, went in with $1 million or so, or less. Now he's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Houses in Hawaii, Martha's Vineyard, Washington D.C. How the hell does this happen? Obviously somebody's getting some money somewhere. A lot of it's coming from the stock market, places like that, kickbacks, bribes, lobbyists. We have to stop that crap, man. You're getting paid a damn good salary. I think Congress gets like, what, $174,000 a year? You can't live on $174,000 a year? Plus all your travel, all that stuff is paid for. You don't have to pay for that. We have to make some changes, people. We have to take back this country. We have to get back on track. We have to. We're so far out of bounds right now. I don't know what's going to happen. I am nervous. I am scared. I am worried. Woo. All right. I'm done. I probably made some friends. Probably lost some friends. Might have made a good video. I might have got banned from YouTube. I don't know what's going to happen with this radio waves. Right now I'm getting blown around by the wind like crazy. This is crazy, man. The wind's blowing like crazy. But yeah. So anyway, things that I just needed to say, I needed to get off my chest. Seeing all this snow and ice triggered it, I guess. But anyway, tell me what you think. Leave a comment. I'll try to respond. I will tell you right now, I do believe in free speech. And if you want to cuss me and do all this stuff, go start you a YouTube channel and do it. But I'm not going to have people in the comments saying vulgarity and cussing and doing all this stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. So be polite. Give your opinion. But, you know, try not to cuss no more than I did. Oh, man. But anyway, you know how much I love this country, man. I love this country. It has given me so much. I've been in every state except Alaska and Hawaii. All 48 continental United States, I've been in them. Drove through them. And I've seen some awesome sights. Rivers, lakes, mountains, valleys. So many great things I've seen. And we have the best country in the world. But we have to do something. We have to make a change. We can't
miles. Take exit 68 to merge onto I-94 west toward St. Paul.
Find out what's going on. Find out what you need to find out before you vote. Don't just go in there and blindly vote. If you don't know who you're voting for, don't vote. You need to know who you're voting for. Don't just vote party lines. You need to know who it is you're voting for. If there's referendums on the ballot that you're voting for, pass this law, that law, whatever, read it, understand what they're talking about, do some research on it ahead of time if you have to. But you have to get informed before you vote. And if you can get involved in your community, that is great. Do that. And then you go out and vote. So we'll talk about that more in the future. Y'all be careful. Take care of yourselves. Live your best life. God bless America. God bless our troops and our first responders. And watch over us old severed truck drivers out here on the road. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.
But we gotta keep fighting for the right to be free. And every human being doesn't have to agree. We all bleed red, brother, listen to me. It's time for love and unity. We the people. Let's go round and we the people. Let's go round and we the people. Let's go round and we If you're down with love and wanna make things better, all we gotta do is just come together. Weather the storm, take my hand, and follow my lead to the promised land. 'Cause we the people, we gotta unite, and follow that good time guiding light. Climb aboard this love boat, and rock that bitch up and down the coast.
In order to form a more perfect union, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
We